Okay, it works. Okay, let's go. Alright. I was panicking. It's been a while. It's been a while since I last streamed. But yeah, OBS is not working fine. It's not capturing my game. Yay! Welcome. Welcome to the stream, and happy Saturday. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the first time that I'm streaming Vivid Status on a Saturday. Well, it's already Saturday where I live. I'm from the Philippines. Yeah, it's already Saturday. It's still Friday in like the other side of the world, so yeah. But it's Saturday in my end, so it counts. But yeah. Hi! How do I do this again? But yeah. We're playing Vivid Stasis. And we're finally finishing off like the final update stuff of the game. We have Neutron HEXIMA. Wait, I'll just switch to the PC tab. Okay. It's still Friday to me, but happy Saturday to you. Yeah, I knew that some of like the people who do play Vivid Stasis, it's still Friday for them. So yeah, but yeah, we're jumping straight into the game. Yeah, Neutron HEXIMA. I played the first song here on my last stream because while I was streaming Paramount Complex, like this was starting, so I played the first song and read like the first story log, and then there are other stuff in this update. I'll just check the shop because there are songs for us to buy, I think. Yo! It's Ascent from Arcaea! And it costs 616 points. Haha! Oh, we also have these. 1112 by VTQ for buying it. Trailblazer by Zanmo and Winter. We're also buying it. Wait, Winter? Isn't that old? Yeah, that's the entire shop cleared. I think there's also one song in here. Wait. Wait, what chapter it was? Was it 6? Oh. I haven't unlocked the node stuff. Wait, let me just check. It's not this one. It's not this one. Chapter 6? Yeah, I'm in chapter 6. Oh, it's this. Oh, I guess I have to unlock. But I'll play that later. I wanna do Neutron HEXIMA first. And I only played this one, all I ever wanted. Okay, okay, so these are the stops that we have to do. I actually don't know how long this would take me, but whatever. Difficulty. I want to warm up. I'm just gonna play this first because of course this is the first song in Neutron HEXIMA that I happened to play before. I just want to like play this again, and I just want to skim through the story because I forgot what happened. So yeah, let's play. Wait, I forgot if this is effects or something. Oh wait, Oh yeah, I did forget about the gauge. And I hadn't warmed up yet, actually. Wait, this is probably a bad idea. Wait. Let's play something else. I forgot how to play this game. Wait. How should I derust? Wait. Okay, this is sorted by level. What should I play? Derust. And as you can see, there are stuff I have not played. Daily bonus. Let's do this. Let me just warm up. I forgot how to play this game. Huh? Wait, is it just me or my offset is off? Whoops. Overstream. Wait, I have to wear both of my earphones. Wait. Wait a minute. I need one more song. Okay, how long has like the stream been down? I only noticed dropped frames after I ended the song. Like play. Maybe Bad Secret is a nice song to play. I just Okay, this is the last warm-up song before I move on. Wait, it was out for a minute? Oh, I see. Wait, let me just fix the volume on my end quite up. Okay, I'll restart this. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes is not bad. Oh, but that was a down score, but it's fine. That felt great. I think I'm ready. Okay. Again, I'm playing song number 1 that I already unlocked before. Huh? What? Wait, what? I forgot how to. I don't really have to do it here. Wait, I'm just checking if I can see the story. Oh, I do see the story here. I did not have to play on that menu. Okay. Wait, there should be like main story. Okay. Oh, they're in one folder. Okay. Okay. Let's finish the song, at least. It's so obvious that I do not play PC games. I don't even multi-finger. I'm a thumb player for mobile rhythm games, so how did I clear this the first time? But then, at that time, I was already playing for hours before I reached that song, so I've rusted at that time, but yep. Okay, that's song number 1. And I'm just gonna skim through the story because I forgot what happened. I already read this word for word in the last stream. I usually just read the stories word for word on stream, but since I already did this, I'm just gonna read quietly and skim through this. I only oh no, another drop frames, please. Okay. I only remember here that like Allison is now working at a library and Saturday is still looking for a job. I don't remember if there's anything else that happened here, so I'm just rereading this. And this is just like a normal day for Saturday and Allison, I think. Wait up. Here's Saturday goes to this library that Allison works on. Okay, chapter 8 epilogue. Neutron HEXIMA, the go card to the void. I don't remember seeing that. It's just me. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're adjusting well after the dust breaker shit. Okay. Oh, they go to a coffee shop. Okay. Okay. Sounds like a typical Saturday law. Okay. Okay, I'm just like checking what they were talking about. Okay, Oyachiyo is in jail. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. It was just like an opening chapter. Okay. Gate 2. Wait, I saw a list of requirements earlier when I opened this before starting the stream. Now they're... Oh, wait. I just realized I got directed here after just reading the chapter from the node flowchart. Middle 12. I guess I'm just playing this. Okay. Oh, I'm just playing the thing. Okay. I guess this is song number 2. And it sounds sparkly. Oh, this song is good. I want it in my playlist. Wait, what? Wait. I mind block. Wait. I mind block. Yeah. That's weird. It should show a few requirements, but I don't know. Yeah. Where are they? But I'm just gonna play that again, I guess. I mind block. Wait. Wait, restart. What the hell is happening? Are my fingers giving up already? Not this early? Or it's just skill issue? I forgot where the healing point was. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, almost died, bro. Is that over? Oh, okay, it's over. Ouch. Miriarch's Scroll by Nick Carlton? Good song. Okay, story time. Okay, reading time. January 12th, 2025, 1:24 p.m. The next day, I walked into the front room of the special penitentiary that was holding Chiyo following her trial. The woman tending the counter was one I had seen quite in a bit, so she knew what to do when I walked in. Penitentiary clerk, hey Saturday, want me to go call for Chiyo? Yeah, if it's not a problem. Shouldn't be right now. I'll go check. The woman walked through the staff door behind her and I sat down and waited for a few minutes. Sure enough, the woman returned and pressed the button on her desk that opened the automatic door into the meeting room. Oh, that meeting room looks cool. Chia was sitting on one of the couches in an orange prison suit. I walked over and sat next to her. Hey, why does that prison suit look sexy on her? This is unfair. How does the prison suit look sexy on Chiyo? How? Well, whatever. Hey, Saturday, what's brought you here? Just checking in. Well, mostly. Before that, though, how have you been? Didn't get a chance to swing by last week. Well, it's been the same. It's been about the same as it's always been. I feel like I should be more excited that my parole starts soon, but to be honest, living here has been just fine, so I don't really feel like it'll be much different. Oh shit, I forgot it's almost March. Yeah, 1 year of staying here, then I'm on parole for 10 years. Wait, what? It's not a standard sentence by any means, but then again, this particular penitentiary isn't for people who have committed normal crimes, for lack of a better word. Fair enough. You got to go back to your apartment then? Yeah, but like I said, I doubt my treatment will change much. I've been taken care of extremely well here. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's because of you guys. I think my treatment would be much worse if you weren't there advocating for me during the trial. Ha, I only did what you'd do for me. It's not a big deal. Hmm, well, I appreciate it either way. I still don't know if I can understand why you gave me as much help and gratitude as you have, but I'm thankful for it regardless. Mhm, no problem. So, what's on your mind? You're clearly bothered by something that isn't just checking in on how I've been. Ah, right. Yeah. It's about the state of my brain after, I guess, everything. Things feel weird right now, and Ali suggested I talk to you about it since you made you know, the thing. Well, okay. What's the issue? It's Dawn. I feel like lately I've been much less in tune with her. Like, the impact she has on my behavior and decision making is just slipping away, and I'm not really sure how to go about remedying it. Oh, I see. Are you able to communicate with the others directly? Like an internal monologue or something? I'm not too familiar with this kind of thing. Sometimes I can retreat into my mind in a space where I can have more direct contact, but I dissociate from the real world in an almost daze like state. So I prefer not to, but if there's no other way, Well, I'm not saying you need to. Let me think. Chia thought to herself for some time. You know, I'm not a brain scientist or anything like that, but I wonder if this problem is more psychological than logical? What do you mean? Well, given what you've told me about the World Keeper and Liberator, before they merged with you, they were sort of less than human. I mean, we saw the way World Keeper changed, going from being willing to shoot you or sorry, to being fully on our side and wanting to escape the Duskbreaker. But Dawn stayed hollow for longer, which led her to act out in a really nasty way. She basically became the villain of that last act of that story. Oh, but then, after we joined Minds at the end, she regained that missing humanity. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's the guilt catching up to her. But why now? We've been out of all of that for almost a year now, and I haven't felt this sense of weakness until now. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just because of how tired you were coming out of the Duskbreaker. I mean, you, Ali, and I were only able to be awake for like 3 hours each day for almost a month, right after everything ended. Ah, yeah, it's possible. Regardless, I'm not too sure if I have any direct advice. I think if you can get into a dialogue with her, it would help. But only you can do that, and only you can decide if it's a good thing to try to do. But I think whatever happens, you should go easy on Dawn if you can. Yeah, I got you. I don't hold anything against her. It was clear she was more destroying herself than anything. I just want to help her. Ha, you really have changed. You're a lot more timid now, you know? Yeah, when I think about the ways I acted as a teenager, I had so much more energy. Now I'm just tired. But I don't really think that's a bad thing. Everything feels so much more moderate now. Well, Saturday I'm gonna stop here and say same. So, freaking same. Okay, continue. I'd imagine at least a bit of that change is from your hormones too. Oh, definitely. I am so glad to not be a walking testosterone machine anymore. We spent some more time catching up. I told Chia about the job searching I'd been doing lately, as well as how things were going with Allison and her new job. After some time, our visiting time began to draw out to a close. Oh, before you go, can you deliver a message to Riri? Wait, who's Riri? Eri. Oh, okay. Hell of a Freudian slip, but sure. What is it? Chia walked over to the observation window and asked the guard for a piece of paper and pen. She scribbled down something and walked back over to me. Here. She handed me a piece of paper which had random letters scribbled on it. What? She'll understand. Chio, this looks like a key smash. You wrote a key smash with a pencil. She'll understand. Oh my god, okay, fine. You two are insane. Whatever floats your boat, though. I walked over to the exit. I'll swing by again this week to make up for last week, yeah? And let me know if you need anything when you start the process to move back to your apartment. Sure thing. Thanks, Saturday. Take care. Yep, you too. I opened the door back to the lobby and handed the letter Chia had given me to the woman behind the desk for processing and analysis. She scanned it. Yeah, it's good to go. She sends these letters a lot, so she just told us how to decrypt them. Sorry. Need to make sure she's not slipping anything unwanted out into the world, you know. Wait, you can read it? What does it say? Unfortunately, we can't give out personal details about our prisoners without their consent. Have a nice day. Sighing, I left the building. I've got a lot of time. Might as well go bring this to Eri now. I haven't been able to check in with the sisters in a bit either. Okay. Well, that's weird. The requirements are still not there. No, I'll exit. Yeah, the requirements are just gone. Is it just... I knew that like before this you had to clear requirements. Wait up. I'm checking Steam, like the update notes from Steam. Hold up. There's probably like... They probably patched that requirement thing, I suppose. Small update patch notes. Wait, no. Okay. Neutron HEXIMA added story indicators. Nope. Adjusted healing values. Added content warnings to episode. Nope. Bug fixes. Nope. Wait. All Neutron HEXIMA story episodes are now playable directly from the note flowchart. Neutron HEXIMA song folder now appears if unlocked all songs is enabled. All Neutron HEXIMA gates now show their codes in plain text when their requirements are met instead of showing in hexadecimal. Updated Neutron HEXIMA gates to scale life bar with short difficulty. Updated Neutron to no longer require internet. Wait. I'm just checking if like they said something about like removing the requirements for Neutron HEXIMA. But if I do not have to do the requirements anymore, then that's great. I don't have to stream for like many hours. Well, oh, we're raising the difficulty. It's now level 12 plus. Let's go. Maybe because I like ran the story one time, that's why the requirements got removed. Wait, I have to restart. Okay. Okay, no, we're dying. I can't take long notes. Wait. Are my fingers tired already? I'm just on like song number 3. There's like 7 songs in this. A bit laggy. That's probably the drop frames. Why I can't clear that section? the double sting. Misses deplete a lot of like life. I'm panicking. Like the misses take a lot of life, so I have to. No. Wait a minute, what? Wait. Healing is just 90. It's because I have not saved the score of 0. Whoops. Jeez, how many times have I tried? Okay, no, I'm not clearing this shit. I'm gonna come back to the middle chart later. Damn, I really need to do rust. What? Oh, there's no heal after that. Oh, oh my god, the heal does not go until for much longer. Wait, how long is this song? Oh wow, okay. Joe, Joe Spitter? What the? Wait, what? Joe Spitter, Thunder of Heaven by Nera. Wait, that one part is like, it stretches for so long without heal. No wonder I kept dying, and even if I get past that, I might even like run out of life anyway. Okay, okay. Story time, story time. Okay, story time. January 12th, 2025, 3:10 p.m. I stepped off the train at Yawatajuku Station. It was only a 35-minute train ride from Chiyo's penitentiary. The secret facility? Secret facility? The secret facility, which was housing area in Kotomi, was down a small alley near the bay. I navigated through the streets until I reached the decrepit-looking door. I knocked in the pattern that signified to the guard inside that it was me. One knock, two knocks, one knock. After a few seconds, the door opened and I was let in. The guard that was on duty rotated every few days, so the one currently on guard was one I was less familiar with. They sat behind a small makeshift desk right by the door. Ah, it's you. Saturday, right? Yeah. Are either of the sisters awake? Let me check. The guard walked through the only door that led to the living area the sisters inhabited. A few seconds later, she poked her head through the doorway. Era's asleep, but Kotomi's awake. Come on in. Got it, thanks. I walked in through the doorway into the living area. The area that the sisters had been given was actually rather spacious. It consisted of a central lounge area with a kotatsu and a TV that had 3 doors that branched off into a bedroom for each of the sisters in a shared bathroom. The lounge area had once held more amenities like a couch and dining table, but those had since been moved to make room for the main entertainment in the room, Almost a dozen arcade cabinets belonging to fighting games and rhythm games alike dotted along the back wall. What? How? How do they get that and I don't? How? I sat down under the kotatsu where Kotomi was sitting. Kotomi had her laptop on the table, playing an MMORPG of some kind. Noticing me, she took her headphones off and closed her laptop after logging out of her character. Hey Saturday, what's up? Oh, nothing much. I was visiting Chiyo earlier and she asked me to deliver some kind of letter to Eri, and I also realized it had been a bit since I dropped by to catch up. Sheesh, another letter? I'm eagerly awaiting when Chiyo gets released on parole and Eri can just text the damn woman. Do these letters happen a lot? Yeah, probably a weekly occurrence by this point. Not that I can decipher what they mean. Is there actually a code to them? Like, do they mean anything? I assume they do. They keep sending them. I guess they invented their own ciphertext to avoid getting embarrassed or something. Whoops. Huh, that's very fascinating. Honestly, I'm expecting Eri to just ask her out the moment she's released. She doesn't know I know this, but the two were getting physical before we even got out of the damn simulation. Damn! Oh my god. Yo, Yuri. Whoops. Okay. What? Really? Yeah. You seriously didn't notice? I guess I don't try to look into these things. Doesn't feel like my business. Fair enough. I took a drink from the plastic cup I brought with me. Did you guys get another cabinet? Wait, I just noticed like the rhythm games. There's a Tunitum, there's Waka, they're fucking my. How? How did they get this? And like, I got Waka instead. But are Tunitum and my are they connected to the network? If they're connected to the network, then Jesus. Okay, did you guys get another cabinet? Yeah, the one right behind you. The circle one. Doesn't she have enough? You'd think this one was funny too. Apparently that game isn't even up Apparently that game isn't even operating online anymore, but Eri really wanted it. Oh, so Eri just got the wakak. Lol. And they just got it for her? Yeah. I mean, it's the government. And we're basically their most valuable specimen while they figure out what's going on with us. They have the reach to just do that if it means keeping us entertained here. So the government like provides like unlimited access to rhythm games for Area and Kotomi. And I think it's safe to assume that like the Tunitim and the Maimai here are connected to the network. Oh my god. I kinda wish I were them right now, but I would rather not. Jeez, are you guys even allowed like fresh air? Yeah, of course. We're allowed to go for a walk once a day as long as a guard comes with us and we don't stay outside for longer than an hour. Wow. I guess it makes sense they'd want to make sure you didn't feel like prisoners. Yeah. Oh, by the way, give me that letter, and I'll give it to Sis when she wakes up. Oh, sure. I rummaged through my bag and pulled out the incoherent letter and handed it to Kotomi. After that, we sat in silence for a little as I finished my drink. Oh, you mind if I talk about something? Been thinking about stuff lately. Huh, sure. Well, I've been wondering if you and Allison and Chio, like, see me as anything other than just Aries' sister? What do you mean? It's just the Duskbreaker stuff's been settled for a good while now. I'm wondering if, in the grand scheme of things, I really did much to help at all. I was kinda just there. And I've been wondering if I should have done more. Oh, not at all. It's not a competition or anything. You matter just as much to me as Eri or Chio or Allison. I promised. I promise. Well, maybe not as much as Allison, but you know. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there isn't really much to like about me. I don't think I'm a bad person or anything, but sometimes I feel like I'm barely a person at all. Feels like knowing who I even am is a challenge sometimes. Ah, well, let's see. You were playing Last Legendaria 14 when I came in, right? Wait, is that like basically Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy. Last Legendaria 14. Lol. Eh, yeah. What's that got to do with anything? I don't really play MMOs. Tell me a bit about it. You probably won't understand anything though. Just do it. Hear me out on this one. Fine. Okay. Well, the new Dostro expansion came out last year, but it didn't have an account that was up to the end of Endcaster since, different reality and all that. So I had to repurchase my subscription and level everything up to the other expansions, so I ended up skipping most of the raids and optional quest stuff. Finally got my Talmot Turgus up to level 90 so I can do the new story content, but it took a good 300 hours. I just started the new story content, but I'm trying to pace myself a bit and not run through it too fast, so I've been going back and doing some of the side content from the previous factions in between mercenary quests, so I was leveling up some of the other. Please call me. Well, no one told me to read fast, but okay. I just started the new story content, but I'm trying to pace myself a bit and not run through it too fast, so I've been going back and doing some of the side content from the previous expansions in between main scenario quests, as well as leveling up some of the other jobs. We're pretty limited in our internet usage here, so I can't do much socializing, so raids aren't really an option at the moment, which really sucks, but I can't really do much about it. When I walked in today, I was finishing up a favorite active time event in one of the areas from Shift Bringers. Cool! I don't know what any of the... Cool. I don't know what any of that means. See, I told you. It's boring stuff. No, I mean, I don't know what any of that means and it's cool. Huh? Okay. You've lost me now. You say there isn't really anything to like about you or that makes you unique, but you literally just described a bunch of stuff you like that I don't anything about. Isn't that something unique? Okay, sure, but I don't think knows how to play an MMORPG can act as a substitute for a personality. Okay, no, not what I meant. It's just an example. I'm showing you that even with something that you just happened to be doing when I came in, there's plenty unique about you that's worth celebrating. You enjoy playing LLXIV, right? LLXIV. I'd hope so, considering the price of my sub and the hundreds of hours it takes to get through the main content. Then that's cool. And I think it's doing a disservice to yourself to pretend it isn't. Mm, it's like none of us can really say we don't have any kind of personality at all. Our personality is just the accumulation of the behaviors and interests we hold. It's always there and it changes with time. I think I understand. To be honest, it's all a little hard for me, but I do hear you. I think I'll put some more thought into it. Just being reassured that I'm enough as myself is really helpful. Thanks, Saturday. Anytime. Seriously. Oh, but while I'm here, can I talk about my own kind of thing going on? Yeah, of course. It's about Dawn. I haven't felt her presence as strongly lately. I talked to Allison and Chio about it already, but Chio thinks it's something more psychological than scientific. I'm trying to figure out what could be going on. Hmm, I think I agree with Chio. It makes more sense for this to be a personal problem rather than one to do with your brain itself. I wonder, maybe she's trapped with something? Trapped? How? Well, sometimes when we try not to think about things, they get pushed into the back of our minds and then they can come back and attack later. I wonder if she's dealing with that. Ah, you mean the guilt of what happened in the Dustbreaker or something? I think that's probably the most likely thing. Well, I guess that makes sense, but how would I even go about pulling her out of that? I don't know where she is. My mind's been muddied in general lately, and it's made it hard to focus on only one specific thing. Hmm, well, you'd probably want to go about unmuddling your feelings and thoughts. Is there something going on that could be stressing you out? Besides job hunting, that is. Yeah, I don't think it's job hunting. I've had a lot of time to think about some stuff now that the Duskbreaker is over, so it's probably something to do with that. Ah, the Duskbreaker. Hmm, what about it? Did you ever resolve things with your dad? Shit, that might do it. Huh? Okay, I can still play middle, and it's level 12, so I can probably clear this. Oh, okay, so I don't think it mattered what difficulty I played anyway. But first, bathroom break. Wait, I have this text conveniently placed to put things. I will be back. Okay, we're back. I just went and got water as well. Okay. I should clear this up. Current activity. Wait. Yeah. Let's just put that at the bottom. And we're good to go. Okay. Gate 4. This is just a 12. I hope I don't fail this one. Whoops. I was burping. Sorry about that. Wait, I need to restart. Hello. What happened? What? My fingers are becoming jelly. What? One more. Really? Oh, that's Cliff's song. Wow. Okay, that was great. And I almost died again. It's Thaumaturgy by Cliff. Ooh. Mm. This song is yummy. Oh, okay. Content warnings. This episode contains topics of grief, mourning, arguments, parental neglect. January 12, 2025, 6:44 p.m. Nervously, I stepped off what felt like the longest train ride of my day so far, despite the fact that it had only been a short 20 minutes from Chiyo's penitentiary. Walking up and into the much more foreboding and cold-looking prison, I went inside. The clerk running up the desk raised an eyebrow at me. Obviously, I'd never been here before. I walked up to the counter. Uh, hey, are visiting hours still? Hmm, yeah, visiting hours are until. Wait, yeah, visiting hours are until 8 p.m. Someone you want to see? Yeah. This is, this is where Setsuki Tasugare is being held, right? The clerk looked up from the report she was writing. It is. Are you? If you can, tell him that his son is here to see him, then that. The clerk's eyes went a little wide, which was a reaction I wasn't expecting. But she nodded and sighed. I'll go tell him his daughter is here. Oh, the clerk gets it. The clerk is an ally. Let's go. The clerk walked off, muttering, "Never thought that this day'd come," under her breath. I took a seat in the basic lounge chairs facing the reception desk and sighed. I hadn't seen my father since before the Duskbreaker incident happened, but even by that time, it felt like I'd barely known him. He had become so engrossed in his work at the Sunrise Foundation in the 5 years between its founding and the severance of emotion that I barely saw him. I remember that at least half the nights during the week, I'd end up walking down the street to Allison's house and staying over with her. It happened often enough that I could just show up, and her adoptive parents would understand immediately and make sure I was fed and taken care of. At some point, my father learned that this was happening, and he started showing up even less, pushing most of the responsibility onto Allison and her family. Oh my god, that sucks. What was I even going to say to him? I knew I had to say something. I had to get closure on all of this. I never wanted to speak to him again after this if I could help it. During the cycles inside the Duskbreaker, at one point, Storyteller was able to manipulate the void to get in contact with an old friend of ours from high school and send a message to my father that way. But I hadn't seen him in person since 2020. What will he think, seeing me like this now? Will he even recognize me? I was already out as transgender when everything went down, and he understood that, but he never seemed to really get it. I don't know what he sees me as. My thoughts were beginning to circle in on themselves at this point. By this point, an obvious sign of an incoming anxiety spiral. I managed to calm myself down with the breathing, holding, releasing trick. Wait, whatever. Finally, the clerk came back out from the employee door. He's in visiting room A. I'm obligated to let you know that all visits between inmates and visitors are recorded and transcribed for the safety of our visitors. Thank you. And that's fine. The door opened, and I walked into the hallway down to the door labeled Visiting Room A. I took one final large sigh and opened the door. The room was much colder and drab-feeling than the visiting room at Chill's Penitentiary, likely a result of the much more severe offenders this prison was meant to house. A large sheet of glass separated the visitor and the visitee, and behind the glass, fuck, I'm not ready for this. A long silence permeated the room. 10 minutes went by without any words. At times, I would look directly at his face, but other times, I couldn't bear to see him and had to turn away. Finally, he was the one to break the silence. It's nice to. Ah. He cut himself off. Why? Was he going to say it's nice to see you again? Seriously? Do, do you recognize me? It was a stupid question. I knew it was, but I had to ask. Every part of me was screaming. Obviously, he recognized me. The clerk literally told him it was me. Stupid. Why did I say that? Setsuki nodded. I don't know why I came here. Setsuki looked down and sighed. It's okay. I understand. As if on the cue of his voice, tears started streaming down my face. There were no chairs in the cold room, so I fell to my knees on the cold concrete floor. What the hell do you mean you understand? How would you understand? You don't know what I don't. How can you just sit there and after all this? It's unfair. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd ever want to imagine you understanding how it feels to sit here. So you think I can't get it? But, oh fuck. My tears were slurring my words into an auditory mess of emotions. You should get everything out. Please don't hold it in. That's why you came here, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm not going to hold back. I don't want you to. I don't even know if you deserve to know how I feel. I should just leave you to guess in here while I move on with my life. I think that would be more fair to yourself too. But you're here. Shut up. Just listen for a bit. Not even in an angry way. Just please. Setsuki nodded. Wait, I'm just looking at the visual here of Setsuki Tasugar. Yeah, he looks very much an old guy with children. And like a science lab worker or something. Okay. He looks the part. I should hate you. I certainly don't like you one bit. You abandoned me. You masqueraded your selfish inability to move on from sis death as some care for me when you just couldn't move on yourself. You left the care of me to the adoptive parents of my best friend, adults you barely even knew, while you told the people you were working with that what you were doing was for me. I can't even begin to unwrap how cruel that is. Setsuki sighed, but he didn't open his mouth, thankfully. And in doing all this, you trampled on the memory of the very daughter you claimed you were doing all of this to honor. You tried to bring her back instead of grieving and learning to live and love again in spite of such horrible loss. And I get it, you know? Grief is fucking hard. And you had the money to ignore it. And I hate that you did, because maybe if you didn't, we could have grown closer than we ever would have, as we grew up navigating our shared grief verses together. But you were rich, and you couldn't solve your grief like a puzzle, but you tried anyway and destroyed my life in the process. The fact that I'm even standing here today in the real world has nothing to do with you. I had to endure the equivalent of over 13,000 years waiting for my chance to escape from the Duskbreaker to be viable. I got here because of my friends and loved ones. And let me make one thing perfectly clear. I don't love you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to. I never want to see you again. After I walk out of this prison when we're done here, I don't want to even think about you again, let alone talk to you again. But also, there is some fucked up small part of me that just wishes you were there for me as I try to figure out who the hell I even am. I don't even know how to feel about the man who raised me anymore, and it's eating me from the inside out, god damn it. My tears took over when my mouth got tired. My yelling devolved into sobs and I couldn't do anything to stop it. That was the only sound in the room for a long time. After some time, Setsuki spoke. Can I tell you how I've been feeling for the past 4 years? Only if you're okay with it. I looked up. If you feel it would do you better, you can walk away and never see me again. I promise I understand. I don't want to force you to sympathize with me. I don't think I'd know what to do if you did, but I think. Whoops. But I think it might help put your mind to rest. I sighed and wiped my eyes. Go on. Setsuki sighed. Every single day for the past 4 years, I've thought about you. I've picked apart years of memories of raising you, being too self-absorbed to care for you, and everything in between. Every day I find a new thing I regret, a new thing I wish I said, a night I wish I'd just gone home and watched a movie with you instead of staying at work. It's all I think about every night as I try to sleep. Some nights I wish you'd forgive me. Horrifyingly. Some nights, especially early on, I tried to shut out any guilt of what I'd done. But every night for the past years, no matter how I was feeling, I thought about how I'd killed you. I'd condemned you to this. I had. It was me. It's become my whole life, Saturday. I had no choice but to change from the kind of person who would do anything to avoid confronting the avoidable, pouring pouring hour after hour, dollar after dollar into science to fix all of my problems. I had to become someone who spent every waking moment facing what I'd done, the life I'd condemned my own daughter to. It nearly killed me. But something kept me going. It's kept me going for 4 years and it will keep me going until something else kills me. What is it? Setsuki looked at me. It's this. The only thing that drives me in this world anymore is this moment. The chance that one day I might finally get to see my daughter bloom past the horrible things I did. To find her own way in the world. Not because I wanted her to forgive me, but because I wanted her to be happy without having to deal with the things I brought upon her. Did you just want to know you hadn't killed me? Is that it? Satsuki shook his head. No, that isn't it at all, and it never was. The only thing that brings me hope at this point is the knowledge that somewhere out there, far away from me, my daughter is, you are, happy. I don't plan to die. I'll live my life, atoning for what I did, wishing for every second along the way that you're safe and happy wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You were always meant for better places than where I sent you. It's why, more than anything else, the only thing I knew I needed to try to say to you was, please, you have to keep living. After taking more time to cry the last of my request, the last of my unsaid feelings, I stood up, my will reinforced. Of course I'm going to keep living, but not for your sake. Not because you asked me to. Setsuki nodded. Of course, I wouldn't want you to live for my sake in a million years. I turned away from him and opened the door. Light streamed through from the hallway, from the world I choose to live in without my dad. I'll likely never see you again. Of course, but thank you. I hope you can forgive yourself for the things I can't. These were the last words I ever said to my father. I closed the door, and he was gone from my vision, and I was gone from his. Our paths would never cross again, and yet I felt reinvigorated, revived. I walked out into the lobby. All done in there? Everything good? Yeah, yeah, everything's okay. Oh, that's. Damn, that was a heavy moment. I'm glad Saturday got through that. It's like a very brief moment. I'm glad that they talk like that. And of course, I wish the best for Saturday, of course. Okay, last dive. The last dive is a story sequence that will play continuously until the end. It is recommended to set aside sufficient time to view the sequence before starting. Last dive doesn't have a gauge, by the way. Okay, we can just middle. Opening, middle, finale. Wait. Let me drink water before I start because the game said it's gonna be long. Okay, oops. Okay, we're good. Since I know that this chapter has like 7 songs in total, I suppose we have like three more songs. Right. Whoops. Okay. Last type doesn't have a gauge, so I'll just. Okay. This episode contains topics of plurality, anxiety, violence, regret, grief, and slime. As my consciousness floated between reality and the mind, I felt someone calling for me. Hey! God damn it! Don't be stubborn now. It's an emergency. Oh, that voice. I know that voice. That means Tsuki. Okay, come on. There we go. I felt my consciousness pulled into the space that represented my mind. I gently floated down and stood next to the World Keeper. Oh wait, the illustration is my thumbnail. Wow. Hey Tsuki, what's going on? Something's horribly wrong. I know you were already looking into all the stuff with Dawn's disappearance, but it's gotten worse. Calm down. Worse how? She's completely vanished? She's completely vanished. Not even in a weakening presence kind of way. She's just gone. Oh wait, I'm reading chat. Oh boy, slime. I knew it that that slime trigger warning was like Something was like weird. Why do we get a content warning for slime? Is there like a phobia for slime? Well, whatever. Whoa, wait, what? Yeah, and something's stirring in our deeper mind. Something's calling from down there. Down there? Tsuki turned around and I turned with her. A vast swimming pool of black nothingness stretched out before us. Oh, that wasn't there before. Yeah, no. I tried to go in, but you can hardly see under there, and it felt like the pool itself was rejecting me. I have no idea how deep it goes. And you think Dawn's down there? I don't know for sure, but something's down there. Don't know how far down, but something's stirring and it isn't good. Okay, so what do we do? Good question. I don't know if there's anything we can do but dive deep. Yeah, but you said it yourself. You can barely see it down there. Are you sure it's going to be okay? I assume it has to be me to dive too. I'm not sure. Try dipping your toes in? I walked over to the pool and dipped my foot in. Sure enough, it had the same sensation as normal pool water. I can go in, it looks like. Hold on. I put on my goggles and dipped my head under the water, then emerged again. Oh my god, the goggles she's been wearing the whole time finally has a purpose. I can't believe it. I can see down there. Barely, but I can see a bit. It goes really deep though. Can't see the bottom. Gah, just what the hell is going on down there? I don't get any of this at all. Neither do I, but I think I agree with you. It has to be related to whatever's going on with Dawn's disappearance. I sighed. Yeah, there's no way around it. I have to go in. Alone, though? Ideally not alone, but if it seems to reject you, where's Storyteller? I'm not sure. I think she's asleep right now. Okay. I think I have an idea then. I brushed some of the water off my boots. Can you go and wake Storyteller? I'm going to dive in. Once I get down there, it might open the way for you two to be able to come to me. Either way, you should be able to have a basic idea of my current status. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Just be careful, yeah? Of course. I'll send a signal to you if something happens. Sound good? Okay, good luck. I nodded and Suki ran off. I took a deep breath in. Hold on, Dawn. I'm coming. I ran forward and jumped into the pool. Okay, we jumped into the pool. Do we play a song? Okay, we play a song. You target. So this is me diving to like the deep end. A bit laggy again? Probably dropped frames. Okay, we're... Oh, we're near. Okay. Oh, one more. Oh, I felt my body fall through the last of the nothingness that surrounded me. I fell into a puddle. Okay. Could have. Jeez. I stood up and looked around. This whole environment seemed to consist of nothing but, well, nothing. Sheesh, is this really lying down here in the depths of my subconscious? I looked in all directions around me. Bits of the strange black liquid dripped down from the crash and fall into the in the distance. Oh, there she is. What? Dawn was trapped in a cage of some kind, manifested out of the same liquid that was wrapped around her like Is that supernova? I started wading through the water to her cage, but as I got close, an intense sharpness assaulted all of my senses, and I... What the fuck? Finally, I arrived at the cage. Hey, Dawn, are you okay? What the hell's going on? She didn't answer. I couldn't tell if she was conscious or not. Dawn, hello? There was still no answer. She merely sat limp like a doll. I tried shaking her a little. No response. God damn it, okay? I'm so lost as to what's even happening. Then I noticed something. As I was trying to get Dawn's attention, particles in this strange area started bubbling around me. Oh, for the love of... Fine, you wanna make this harder for me? I materialized my hollow sight as the void began to take form around me. The void that formed into small void versions of Dawn. They had me completely surrounded. As I was deciding how to go about fending them off, even up an shadow of Dawn bubbled up at the surface, sneering at me. What? Fine, I wasn't expecting this to be easy. I don't know what the hell all you're trying to do, but I'm not leaving this place without her. I'll cut down as many of you as I have to. I braced for movement and started swinging. With one blustering, the last of the miniature dawns dissipated. Oh wow. With nothing else blocking my way, I finally made it to Dawn's cage. Dawn, are you okay? Are you conscious? Oh, what the hell? Why did you... Dawn, we need to get you out of here. None of this is right. Come on. Just leave me. You're better off not having to deal with me. I already gave up. What? Oh, for the love of Dawn, I will break these damn vines if that's what it takes. Just leave me. For your own good. God damn it. Alright, brace yourself. Is this like a supernova remix? The last of the vines holding Dawn down snapped. She stood up. I don't understand you. I guess I don't really have a choice, but I think you're making a huge mistake. Wait. I get to decide if it's a mistake. It's going to be okay, but we really need to get out of here first. Dawn sighed. I pulled her closer to me. I hurt you so much for so many cycles and you just say it's going to be okay? Do you not care about yourself? Dawn, it's not like that at all, I promise. But we can't stay here, or what? As if on command, the black nothingness began to bubble again. Oh, sweetie, listen to you. It'll be okay later, I promise, just not right now. The void began to bubble and twist until... Don't listen to her, Donnie. It's only natural that she atoned for your mistakes, honey. You get it? A larger shadow of Dawn had formed from the nothingness. It spoke, trying to lure Dawn in with its voice. Don't listen to her. God, I had a feeling it was going bad for you, but this is a whole other level. Back off, girlie. She doesn't need you anymore. She already resigned. No, I came here to save you. If that means fighting you, then I'll do whatever I have to. Leave her alone. Don't help. My gameplay doesn't affect this, right? Okay. Full health. Okay, supernova. Just supernova normal. Wait, I need to pause. Wait. Ah! Well, whatever. Okay. Come on, just give it like she did. I refuse. Are you kidding? Don't you realize the chance we've been given? Impossible. A miracle cannot undo her mistakes, no matter how hard you hope. She hurt you, ruined you, and you still cling to her to this forgiveness. I know she hurt me, but she's me, and so are you. Time and time again, I'd let myself think that I didn't deserve to keep going because of my trauma. And now are you going to leave us behind when we finally have a chance to heal? Because I'm sure as hell not. With both the Void, Dawn, and I exhausted, we stood... Wait, what? Saturday, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't deserve to forgive me, and I... Look, I'm responsible for all this. At least let me help you finish it. Dawn? Of course it's okay. I don't know if I can finish. If we use my pistol to stun her and then you go in. Oh my god, teamwork. Let's go. We don't have a choice but to try. Come on. Okay. This is it. Brace yourself. Oh, the gauge becomes Dawn question mark. I don't understand. I'm sorry, you wanted to protect me too, but I chose to keep fighting. Ha! That's not fair! Jumping back to the game after resigning. I never resigned. I just needed to be reminded that there's still life for me to live. Oh, sweetie, I hope you realize what you've condemned yourself to. Don't say... I didn't... warn you. Oh, it gone. The black goober is gone. Is it over? I think so, but you're right. We really shouldn't stay here any longer than we have to. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Thank you. Okay. I'm glad. But how are we gonna get out of here? Suddenly, a voice echoed out around us. Hello, girlies! We've prepared the answer to your problem. At once, Storyteller and Tsuki materialized into the environment around us. Storyteller, Tsuki, you were able to make it. Yeah, after you defeated whatever that darkness was, the pool stopped rejecting our entry. We were able to appear down here with you. Right, I'm sorry about all this. Hey, it's okay. Apologies can come after all of this, okay? I promise it's fine. Yeah, okay, but you said you had a solution to us being stuck down there? As a matter of fact, I did. Dawn, could you materialize your pistol? Huh? Okay. Dawn did as Storyteller instructed. The faint outline of her hollow weapon appeared in her hands. Alright, perfect. So this whole area is the deep subconscious of our mind, right? Uh-huh. And we're able to materialize our hollow weapons, as you've seen. Right. The fact that Saturday was able to defeat the Shadow Dawn and cut through the vines is because this whole area amplifies the effects of our mental energy. Yeah, so what I propose is effectively vertical propulsion taken to the extreme. What? Do you mean like use the gun as a jetpack or something? Are you really sure that will work? On its own? No. But this is our mind. Everything here is more about the energy of what's happening than the literal, logical status of what's happening. But you're right that her gun alone isn't enough, so... Storyteller turned to Tsuki. Worldkeeper, summon your weapon. Huh? Okay. Tsuki summoned her sight. Okay, now unsummon it. What? Just do it. And Dawn, the moment she does, load the residual energy into your gun's barrel. Come on, we only have so much time. We're asleep on the train in reality. If we take our time, we'll miss our stop. I am so lost. Okay, fine. Tsuki dematerialized her sight. The sight burst into particles of energy. Dawn maneuvered her pistol to load the particles into the barrel. Okay, Saturday, your staff. I did as she instructed. Dawn did the same thing with the particles from my weapon. At once, the hollow weapon began to shift and twist. The barrel extended, and the pistol morphed into a sniper rifle. Ooh, cool! Okay, Dawn, give the gun to Saturday. Okay. Dawn handed me the sniper rifle. Oh, wow! Saturday looks so badass with a pistol rifle. Oh my god. Okay, Saturday, You're basically going to concentrate on upwards momentum with your mind and fire the pistol down. Huh? Are you sure it's going to? I am. I've been studying the properties of how this space works. Trust me, we're running out of time. Okay. Oh, but be careful. This is going to create an absurd amount of mental vertical momentum. It will be difficult to manage, but we'll be right alongside you. Okay, we really don't have a choice, huh? Hey, it will be fine, okay? Right. We've got a whole lot more life to live. We're gonna be okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, storyteller, I trust you. Appreciate it. If you didn't, we'd be stuck down here forever and likely rendered brain dead again. At once, the other three parts of me dissipated from the environment. I pointed the sniper at the ground. Let's get out of here. This is it. Another song. Okay, we're rising up. Wait, the score is still like 600k? My hands are already tired. What? Wait, what? Wow. Please pretend that you're seeing me standing. Wow. Damn. Okay. Credits. My fingers hurt. Okay, yeah, my fingers hurt. Genuinely. Wait. I'm stretching them at the moment. Okay, great songs. Great story. I didn't expect there's gonna be like another episode for like the 4 parts of Saturday. Ouch. I'm just stretching. The first time I played this big goofy ass only read Dawn and saw a life bar, I looked the fuck in thinking there was an actual gauge. Where? Well, there was a point in the gameplay where like the gauge was depleting depending on how you did. I noticed that and like I locked in too. I thought it was just like gonna be an anime. First, like the first animation was like the bar was just filling and then it started like it started depleting while I played and I was like, fuck, what if I failed this? Am I gonna start over again? But I still made it with like some life to spare, so that's fine. Also, yeah, absolute cinema. Jeez. Yeah, like the charts for like the last dive especially, and the effects. Even for the first song, I had to like lock in at the center because like all the sides were all of them had like shiny stars. I had to, because like they were a bit distracting. But like everything else, the effects are great. Of course, they're meant to play with your eyes, to play with your vision, but like I've always admired Vivid Stasis's gameplay effects. It's like the part of Vivid Stasis that manages to surprise me every time. Also, Cosmo Gyro, congratulations for making it into Arcaea. Yeah. I think Vivid Stasis gameplay effects are something that Vivid Stasis can only pull off. And like, it's not just like effects for the sake of having effects. They make sure to connect to the story. Also, I wonder how long that Supernova remix was. Is it like Claudite where Claudite is like 15 minutes? I don't think that Supernova remix is like as long as that, but I think I need to like at least check that out on like the normal play screen. Also, our runtime is... Wait, drop frames again. Fuck. Drop frames again. Whoops. No. Oh, that's so... Next time, I should put a warning. Next time I should put a warning that like the stream could drop frames anytime. I'm not even sure why it does that. 16 minutes? Oh my god, no wonder my hands hurt. Fuck! Why? Well, the song is big though, but like, I can't believe they would like. I can't believe they would outdo the length of Plaudite. Oh my god. So then if I play that Supernova remix in like the normal play mode, is it gonna also like play the story while I play? Because Actes Fabula Plaudite does that. Okay, chapter alpha. Okay, we're in the chapter alpha section of the credits. Okay, all I ever wanted. Mirror Scroll. Joss Peter, Thunder of Heaven. Thaumaturgy. Seikaisen observed by Takehiro. Supernova life cycle of a star. Each other by log. Oh, log. Okay. Oh, okay. Supernova life cycle of a star. Wait, can we skip this? I guess I just play this. It's just the singles. I'm just gonna drink water. Yeah, there's a version in Boundary Shatter without cutscenes, but it's 17 plus, I think. Wait, is that for Plaudite or for the Supernova remix? Bro, Renka, you came in when I'm finished with everything, bro. Hi, but you're very late. I'm fucking finished. But then I'm not exactly that finished. I haven't played Ascent yet. Let me actually go drink my water. I haven't drank yet. I'm way too late. Yeah, you are. You missed out on peak. Well, I already knew Neutron HEXIMA from day one, so not really. Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense. It finished weeks ago. Yeah, it finished like a few. Wait, was it April? Yeah, I was just going through this now. Still sucks that you were way too late. Okay, special things. This is finishing. How are you doing? Mostly fine? Like, the job is doing the job things? Whoops. Yeah, for me, I'm just going to the job and just playing my usual rhythm games. You just woke up. Oh, that makes sense. I understand. Okay. Thank you for playing. No, thank you for the pick game. Oh, good. That was all resolved as it should be. I was worried an arbitrary code execution would be a little too risky with how shoddy the code of the TVO clients is. You needed that to happen? Why? I thought Saturday wasn't involved in the last week incident. Wait, what the fuck? She isn't, but Allison is. And if we deviate too far from what we know to have happened before the missing time begins, it will be impossible to recover that data. Oh, I see. You always did like to think ahead. Oh, shush. Whatever. You always were a tease. Guilty. So then, is everything ready? Pretty much. We can begin to recover the last data now. What was that? Okay, completed Vivid Stasis! We had officially completed Vivid Stasis. The main story. The story, at least. In terms of like all songs content, I'm very far from having all of them, but I suppose for the shit I have not unlocked yet, I'm just gonna go through them when I have time, when I have free time. I just like check the SoundScan menu because like some of these maps reset from like an update. I had progress to like the early stuff here, like this guy, and I think on beta. I forgot which maps I played. Pretty sure I have Retainer because I have, yeah. She grows nice starlights. Mods Gaming. Oh wait, this is the one with the Jamie Page song. So many new Metatronics. Oh, Summary Show. Oh yeah. And Encore Ensemble. Well, whatever. I'm just checking out the rest of the menus. Bro, why am I stuck at Tamasachi? Okay. Whatever. Profile. Oh, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 E? Wait, 1, 0, 5, 7. This is chapter alpha. I think, is this the, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this like supposed to be the ending of E? It's 8 neutrons. Or is it the epilogue? Well, whatever. Okay. Completion 90.44%. 86.58 plus 3.86, whatever that is. Typos. Okay. There are gates from Neutron HEXIMA stuff. Wait. Oh, wait. Wait, I think these titles have always existed. Desirous Realization. Knit in Memory. Oh, ESN Core. Okay. Ella, Xavier Everbold, Bittersweet Symphony. Morning After Blue. Great titles. Epic, Pride Month titles, Boundary Breaker. Wait. I'm just checking which titles I have. Legacy rating. Just wait. I swear this title looked different before. The World Keeper. Or I think I'm just forgetting whatever this was. This was my normal title, Return to Null. Convergence. Okay. I'm just returning to my old title. Rating list. Okay, let's check. I don't think any of them have. Any of the songs I played today have affected my rating much? Wait. Oh, Each Other is here. It's a 13.4. Wait. Yeah. Top 10 EX ratings. I think most of these are just like the new stuff. Okay, character change. Okay. Okay, I want to sort. Reverse difficulty. Huh? This is our high score artist version. Default. Okay, so oh! This is still locked because it didn't clear it. Citation Observer. Jesus Christ. Supernova, let's take a look at star and which holy shit, the jacket would speak. Supernova, let's take a look at star. Let us just check the shop collection. Wait, is it in default circuit? Yeah, it's still in default. Okay. No, where are you? Should I have sorted by title? Okay! It's a Finale 12 plus? Huh! Should I just play the finale then? Okay. Oh, that's like a nice spot for the looping preview. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna come back to this when I'm less rusty at this game. Okay, yeah, my hands hurt now. What the fuck? That's 900k. That's... And this is somehow the first finale chart of the stream. I wonder why they made it a finale 12 plus. Are they like matching with Cosmogyro? Let me check. Cosmogyro. Oh, Cosmogyro is a finale 11 plus. Okay. Interesting. I'll go back to the shop. No, I didn't mean to go here. Sort by version. Okay, so the new songs are Ascent, 1112, and Trailblazer. Wait, I haven't... Okay, never mind. I was in finale, sorry. Maybe I'll just play these and then end the stream, since I did say I'm going to play through the actual last update stuff. And the other things I have not played, I'm just going to play them when I have time. Okay, I'll go with 1112. Like our runtime is 243. That was fun, but my score sucks. But like, I suspect that my offset has been off since I played last dive. I feel like my offset has been off for a while now. I need to address this. I'm addressing this like, whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Wait. Okay. I pressed the wrong button. It's E. Okay, audio. Gameplay offset. Wait, where's like... Okay, timing calibration. I'm only adjusting the offset when I'm finished with everything. Okay. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? I need to read the instructions. Dot, 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 dot. Wait, can I escape reset? Wait, I need to repeat that. Whatever. Okay, last song. Last? Okay, I'm gonna play this. Let's see if the offset still feels funny. Well, it feels a bit better now. Oh yeah, that felt a lot better. Okay. Now. Wait, okay, we're in chapter 1. I think it's only fitting for us that since this stream covers the last ever Vivid Stasis update, I think it's fitting that we end the stream where it all started. Let's end with growth. Good old growth. And all this time, we all go back to growth. So what do I think of Vivid Stasis? To sum it up, I think it's peak. It has so much emotion into it. And it's very fun to play despite my fingers hurting and my skill issue. And the songs are great. I really like the setlist of this game. It suits like the story and the vibes. I like rhythm games with setlists that like you can tell like the songs can tell a story, and that's like the stuff that I prefer in rhythm games. Whoopsie, I messed up. That's okay. It may be hard for me to form words right now, but I'm just glad I played this game. I think I've already said this during the final chapter. But whatever I thought back then, it still stands today. Vivid Stasis is peak. End of story. Okay. It's 12 p.m. I'm going to mark this the end of the stream. I'm glad that I decided to separate Arcaea and Vivid Stasis. My initial plan was to like, I'm gonna play Vivid Stasis and then play Arcaea afterwards in the same stream. I separated them because I realized that I'm covering spoiler content in Vivid Stasis and I don't want the Arcaea players to see that. Like the Arcaea players that have not played Vivid Stasis or like have not finished Vivid Stasis, I do not want them to be spoiled. I'm glad I did it. I also didn't expect the Neutron HEXIMA to run as long as it did. It's probably like an hour and a half. Probably an hour and a half runtime. Funny enough, actually, when I stream Vivid Stasis, I make sure to ask for the runtime before I start streaming. I did not do it this time, but then I thought it was gonna be short anyway. It only took a bit longer than expected because of this freaking middle chart. I'm gonna deal with that later on my own. But yeah, this is great. I'm glad I streamed today. I almost cancelled this actually. I'm glad I didn't. And now that my stream had gotten this long, I'm now thinking about like when I'm gonna stream Arcaea. Am I gonna stream tonight? I feel like moving it to tomorrow, but then I think it's just better for me to stream at night. To stream Arcaea at night than in the morning, but I'm sure. Yeah, I'm still undecided whether I'll push through with the Arcaea stream tonight or I'll just move it to tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm gonna be making the stream link for the Arcaea stream later. It's just gonna be casual link play stream, I suppose. And I'm probably just gonna play for like 1 to 2 hours and then dip. And I also have an important announcement for those that, if you're ever watching right now or if you're watching through the VOD, I'd prefer to announce this in the Arcaea stream, but some of the people watching here might not be able to make it later, so I'm gonna announce it now as well. The live streams that I'm doing today, they're gonna be like the last live streams I'm gonna do in a while. And that's because I want to focus on videos. I know I've been saying a lot that I'm making videos, I'm working on videos, but nothing seems to have finished. I'm just jumping between projects. And I have not yet decided on which video I actually want to finish. That's why I haven't uploaded like serious videos for a long time now. This time I wanna lock in. But why am I pulling back on live streams? It's because it does take a bit of energy from me. It's not like I'm complaining or something, but like sometimes when I stream it feels like I have to do it just because I have to and just because I want to do. I love doing it. I did not start as a streamer. I just happened to like give it a shot last like 1-2 years ago. Is it already 2 years ago? Yeah. Well, unless Arcaea releases a big update, the live streams today will be the last live streams from me in a while. That's the announcement. Other than that, I think that's it. My runtime is running 2 hours 59, so let's end things here. Thank you for coming, mails, bagels, be delicious. See you later or tomorrow morning, whatever I decide for the Arcaea live stream. See you whenever, and goodbye.